Happy Saturday. Welcome to Sports Mandela. As usual, we start with a quote. You become unstoppable when you work on things that people can't take away from you. Things like your mindset, your character, your personality, your transparency, your entire being. Once again, welcome to Sports with Mandela. As usual, we have Mr. Taddy Arnold with me in the studio. Good morning, Taddy. How are you?
Hey, man, I'm okay. A little better than last week, I hope. But like I say, we should have our good friend Derek in the studio sometime soon. And Sammy, that free-throw captain.
Right.
And hopefully Andrew. So, they can tell us what have transpired over the weekend. Where again, Derek, like, so early, maybe because get your blow, you can't make it yet.
Right, because I see you win one final, lose one final, next final. So you won the Parish League.
Well, I know that he won the Parish League. I'd be disappointed he lost last week. Okay, they have 4 championships.
yeah.
So I believe so, you know. That would be very, very good, unprecedented, I believe, to win 4 championships in Parish League.
Right.
That is unheard of, you know.
Right.
So give the police credit card as actually, I think I said they beat our sins.
Right.
Not that they're not capable of it, but hey, the chat and jihad and so on.
Right, yeah. I thought the game would be a much closer game.
Closer game,
Closer game.
That's what I'm thinking too.
The deficit to be such a wide margin.
Yeah, when police beat them easily.
Yeah, I realize that. Yeah. But it's not like the game at Freetown was an exciting game at Freetown.
Well, I get the impression Freetown beat them easily too.
Yeah.
And some that have all the fat chat that you know you can beat them.
Right.
You have better players.
Well, we're nice for Snap Black in terms of coming. We spoke to him a couple weeks ago and tell him that this might be the last finals. I hope he get a victory. And I saw that the team stood up and really gave him the victory that he wanted.
I mean, the send off.
So it's a nice send off.
I don't be something to finish yet. Because you say you want to play one more, you have 2 the cricket.
Okay.
So you might play, if you play the 2 the next year, which I believe we will.
Right.
Then you may play the 2 then both.
I didn't realize that fit not to play the 2 day game.
Yeah. Sam is a 2 day kind of guy, you know what I mean? So yeah, I was one the 2 day.
Okay.
We're pushing for that maybe 8-10 years now.
Well, no, his age and stuff like that, so that's why I say 2 day game will be a longer game on the bike for him.
That is true, but he's so into his 2 day for old time days, the Parish League set up.
Right.
We used to play more 2 day cricket than 1 day cricket. Because Parish League was predominantly 2 day.
Right.
You only saw one knockout competition before there was Parish League.
Right.
So the 2 day, then at the end of stuff, you have knockout. Because what Parish League teams go to St. Virgin Islands for 4th of July.
Right.
So the competition will finish before that.
Right.
So by the middle of June, they would start putting the team together to go St. Virgin Islands.
Right.
But now we have Parish League and now we have more one less stuff.
Right. The short form in the game.
So now the cricket is end of July, we're done.
Right.
But what happens to her in between that? Before there is never all this West Indies cricket.
Right. So start and stop.
Yeah, I mean, so that's how they have West Indies tournament, West Indies competition here too, along with Test cricket or something.
That can be very disruptive to the planet.
Something even cooler smooth or break a little bit cooler smooth on the weekend when they're playing the finals.
Right.
Okay, you give them the credit and you showpiece them.
Right.
So it slows the Parish a little bit. But I don't query over that.
Right.
The guy, cricket is cricket.
Right.
And everybody must, have the time.
That's true.
Yeah, so that's what happens, you know what I mean? So that's why he goes so long too.
Right.
But still, in the end, it turned out pretty good.
Yeah, although it was long, I think the excitement was still in the air. For some reason, this season seems to be, I know it's because of COVID, people have taken forward, but I can see the rivalry was still there, the passion was still there and stuff like that.
Maybe because police doing so well, I want to chat. Everybody want to beat them.
The hype was there.
Yeah,
and everybody was like, really into the Parish League in this year.
And not only that, Earl, because of the social media stuff.
Right.
The media is there to put you see everything on Facebook now.
Right.
If you see Derek and the police all over Facebook.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, the thing is, by Sunday night, I was seeing Freetown and I kind of on the Facebook, the pictures of after the one the championship.
Yeah.
Probably someone put Fred Margaret Rose and
I saw her and West End there and saw some champagne and stuff like that. So they finally get to use the champagne and they have to take on the champagne. So the last 2 finals had to take on the champagne.
Okay.
They get to use the champagne, drink the champagne.
So something said, so all this build up on Facebook. You never hear Facebook and
Right.
YouTube. What was the Facebook and
Right.
YouTube? And so you seen them.
Right. And it was a nice victory for them in terms of in the backyard too, and this is the third time they're trying to win a title and they finally get one, so it's a good thing.
Well, like
this
somebody said to me, well, they beat our police going to bang them out free throw.
Okay.
Somebody said that to me.
That's the difference. Is it in territory?
That's what the person trying to tell me.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Home turf advantage.
I guess so. You know what I mean? But and just say you want to play police young, you know police young.
Right. The best way to say the pitch is very
up to the time I was undecided about the venue.
Right.
But he said he
he said police going pitches are very good and stuff. So you could
so
like that.
when the opposition tell you that,
right.
Yeah, what are you worrying about?
Exactly.
Play the game there.
Right.
And
you took the game there and you still get licks, you know.
Not only licks, you had plenty block.
They managed to beat him up.
Yeah, they're going to be off and just dodging or something. You know what I mean? Maybe that's why he can't come this morning, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. No, all them chat here last week. If Faith come up face Derek.
Yeah, maybe that, you know what I mean? I don't know. But you know, one man is not afraid of a salmon, not.
Right.
We're going to get that salmon that very soon, you know.
Freetown, I hear what's happening in Freetown. Be nice to hear what happened transpiring in Freetown here, Skipper Derek. What did Skipper Derek got to say, you know? Good morning, Skipper Derek. How are you doing?
Good morning, I'm tired.
Stop that.
Tell us about the finals on Sunday. How was it for your team?
It was very challenging. It wasn't easy, but at the end of the day, what really changed the game for Freetown was Austin Richards' first 2 overs, actually. First 2 overs, he took 3 very, very crucial wickets, and that made a very big difference in the finals, to be honest.
The final Freetown?
Yeah.
Say when your policeman bang you off?
So I can't heard you got 4 for 19 something like that?
Yes.
And he was reaching 4 for 19.
Yeah, he got 4 wickets.
Is that the guy jogging? What the guy got?
No, Austin got 4.
Austin
Austin got 4, and his 3, he had 3 wickets in 2 overs.
3 wickets, 2 overs?
Yeah, his first 2 overs were 3 wickets. That's what made the difference.
Include you?
Oh boy!
Tell me something, man. I'll practice again, man, for the Thursday League. Come and bang you up.
I got a very nasty ball.
Austin that fast?
No, it was an in-swing in Yorker, and I mean, I hit it, yes. Then I hit my toe and I hit my half stump.
So this half stump went cartwheeling?
No. He just leaned back a bit, you know, and I was like, oh Lord Jesus, why that ball at this time, you know? He really had it on. His first over, he got 2 wickets in his first over.
Right.
And then by his second over, he got the 3rd wicket. And I mean, it was 3 key batsmen. Malik Gerald was his first wicket,
right.
And he was scoring.
Right.
Then me, after Malik, about 2 or 3 balls after, and then the very next over, Chinese, who made 20 something, he got Nichols out.
Right.
So I mean, his first spell was very crucial in that game. That really made a big difference.
Right. Okay. Cause I was hoping that the game would be much in terms of tighter out there at Freetown.
It was a battle. You could tell it's 2 teams that have a serious rivalry amongst themselves. And well, the commissioner was there the entire game.
Right. Yeah. So he saw your blow.
He saw the war that we had on the field. He saw the war.
They say the blow again.
He saw the battle. So
you lost the battle.
We didn't lose the battle. We
put up a fight.
We gave a good fight.
And what?
And I mean,
were you victorious?
We came second.
Derek, you kill me, man, Derek. Second is losing it up.
Technically, right, I can tell you this much. I'm a guy I train with. He is into bodybuilding. And his first competition, I asked him how he did. He said he came 3rd. I said, oh, congratulations, man, for your first time, you came 3rd. And then when I read the results, it's only 3 people took part in his competition.
So he came last then?
No, he came 3rd. So we came second.
So is that now to say in your scenario, you came second?
Yeah, we came second.
That way 2 people was involved.
Right.
Oh, okay. But what do you think you last again? Yeah, you can point the finger at anything and see where, you could have done better. Where you think you lost the game?
certain bowling changes, if they were done a bit earlier, I would say, it shows actually the importance of having the unity on the field. Actually, we had one or two little mishaps, but in all, to be honest, what really changed the game, that Freetown definitely surely had more of a 80% chance of winning, was Aston's first spell. His first 2 overs really made the difference.
That's a job back.
Yeah, that really was the biggest game changer of everything. So nothing else really mattered other than those 2 overs when he took the 3 wickets, to be honest.
How was Freetown fans?
They were well behaved. I mean, Police and Freetown, even though we have a rivalry on the field, we spend a lot of time together off the field after we finish playing against each other. So it's not really much of a battle per se that is going to be fighting a big
Friendly
argument.
rivalry.
But it's a very good friendly cricket rivalry. I mean, what the biggest supporter, Margaret,
I know.
the commissioner sat with her for the entire game. They had an agreement, and they sat and chilled for the entire game. But it was a good game overall. It was a very good final overall. It was more competitive, I would say, compared to the first 2. It was more competitive.
Okay, you banged them up easily the first 2.
I would not say we beat them easily the first 2.
Wait. How Freetown made the first game?
71.
And that was easy?
We dominated.
I don't understand you there. You shadowed them out 70, so not going to score easily. Maybe you beat them up easily.
We dominated.
It's like this fancy language I can help you know.
No, it's good cricket.
You can change the trash in again. Nothing can change the trash in. The second game they did a little better.
The second game, I think they made 80 something.
So those 2 games they won, those players that Police won.
Yeah.
Same thing with training plan, you had a part to play in your defeat over the weekend?
It had a slight mental effect due to concerns with Freetown's outfield with the guys. I mean, actually, one of the guys had to end up coming off the field due to little mishaps on the field. But at the end of the day, it's cricket we're playing, and even though that was a factor, yes, that did not make the game changer. Aston Richards is who made the game changer. Okay. He was the one that did the damage in those 2 overs that really, changed everything, because if I didn't out for 2 balls, what were the possibilities of the ones that would have come after? I mean, we lost by, I think it was 50 something runs. So I mean, at the end of the day, cricket was played, and things worked in their favor in the end, and they had the better of us.
Right. But it's a psychology. The players, your players, have a mental. So here, for what you're saying, like a mental challenge going to Freetown to play.
I wouldn't say mental challenge. It's just you have to do something, even though you may not be comfortable with it.
Right.
So the comfort, I wasn't 100% there,
right.
But at the end of the day, we knew it's cricket we were going to play, so they still came and played cricket. I mean, one of the fellow senior players, Vincent Sadrak Senior, he's nearly 60,
right.
And he opened the ball.
Okay.
So I mean, it's not a matter of that they weren't ready or weren't prepared. It's just that in terms of comfort, mentally, that if you're not comfortable with driving down the road, you're going to do it, yes, you're going to do it to the best ability, but mentally you already know you have to be extra careful.
Right.
So it was more of being extra careful on the field of play,
right.
Instead of saying, that mentally they were defeated.
Right. What about that guy there? I know Aston Richards didn't make much runs I know.
Yeah,
so I'm saying probably your folks was on Aston Richards and they realized those 2 other batters to come back in and put up that fight there?
No. To be honest, no. We weren't focused on Aston or any particular batter, to be honest. It was more about, let me see how best we can contain them. To do our best to contain them. At the end of the day, cricket plays with the bat and the ball.
Right.
And I have seen good balls be hit out of the park, to be honest. And when a batsman is hitting the ball and it's going in his favor, it's going in his favor.
Right. So those guys batted well, from what you're saying?
They had about two or three good partnerships that really made the difference also in their batting, but it still would not have hampered us because I mean a game we played against them this season, they made 193 for 5 or 6, and we chased that down with only 2 or 3 wickets lost. So the score was never an issue.
Right. It's just an X factor which he came and
Asterisk Junior just really bowled. The spell that he bowled is what changed everything that Freetown
that was
had.
a game changer.
Yeah.
So I think he came planning for York after York beat him 2 times, knowing he's ex-policeman. He want to take him some kind of silverware.
Ex-policeman.
Ex-police player.
Ex-police player, sorry.
Aston already knew that it was going to be a challenge. I mean, him and I speak otherwise, and he said, boy, Moran, the way the team is playing and everything, is for y'all to be beaten is going to take an extremely special moment. And he had that extremely special moment. He had that.
Right. Okay. It sounds good. Well, it's nice to see that he didn't contribute to the bat and came with the ball and come up trumps.
That's the beauty of being an all-rounder.
Yeah, which is nice because another he be all under pressure. That they know he's the one that carried the team in Freetown and stuff like that. And then playing against police too, he want to perform.
Yeah.
So it's good that he come up trumps in the other department.
Holistically, Freetown is a balanced team. I won't say as balanced as police team, but it is balanced. They are a balanced team. And to be honest, the only challenge that I've seen them had this year while playing on the field of plays against police team.
Okay.
So it was more of a clash of the titans.
Okay. So.
Because someone has said this in his media bliss that you're a better team than you.
I mean, with age, sometimes we have a bit of a delusional moment. Or we have some delusional moments. Yeah, see the moment.
Okay,
so with
that.
age.
I like that. I like that. But in terms of what I call it, RSNs and the Chelsea League, it seems like you take out your passion on RSNs after that last against. Well, I'm just looking at from the fence. It looked like that's what happened,
I mean, did you watch the game?
Freetown beat you up, say like it come with revenge for RSNs.
Nah, the game, Police and Freetown game, it's not even about who beating up on who, to be honest. So I mean, that's our thing.
Okay.
Anytime Police and Freetown play, that's our thing. It's a Police and Freetown thing. Okay. Honestly, nothing else matters.
Right.
But our Saints was different. That final against our Saints was different. The commissioner made note Sunday after the game. He said, guys, I'm not as bad. I don't feel that disheartened with Freetown winning.
Right.
But you see, come Thursday, that game against our Saints,
right.
All I'm telling you all, and he just left it there.
Oh, okay.
And then he actually cleared his afternoon for Thursday, and he came in his uniform. He said, you see I'm here in my uniform, so that means anytime we don't cross the line, all of y'all put in your uniform and y'all go join me in town.
Right,
so them guys were like, sir, it's best to change your uniform.
Right.
Because that game against our Saints, because for the entire season actually, we played over 20 games, and it's only 2 games we actually lost overall completely. And it was our Saints and Freetown.
Right.
So our Saints was our first defeat. So them guys, as I told Andrew, I'm sorry that he's not here. I'm not sure.
And something. You got you think you call in and talk. You got Andrew, captain for our Saints.
I'm not sure the reason why he's not here, because I mean last week he was adamant that we will be here.
I know. I was telling that earlier this morning that after all the chat here last week, I get bang off, come.
So but that game against our Saints, it was personal.
Right.
I mean, it was more of a personal game than even against Freetown. That was like Iraq and Iran. To be honest. No, I'm serious. I mean, we batted first. Them guys, I asked them guys what they want, what they feel like. They say, Skip, we batting first now. And then we started strong. Midway, we sort of slowed down with the ones, and then in the back end, I mean, Damien Lowenfield, who has been a very good asset to the team for the season thus far, and Damon Valentine, I mean, they both put on, I think it's 70-something one partnership. Right. We had got us up to the 161 mark in 26 overs.
Right.
And when we went out to bowl, I mean, Arsens came helter-skelter, to be honest. You know, and then I was telling them guys on the field, I said, guys, what's wrong with y'all? What happened? Y'all forget who y'all playing against? They said, no, Skip. I said, but y'all look like y'all forget.
Right.
And I mean, as the game progressed, that's what I like about my guys. They love a challenge. As we progressed in the bowling, I mean, everybody was asking for the ball.
Right.
That's the honest truth. It was very hard to decide, okay, who's going to bowl at what point in time. I mean, everybody was asking about Linton Africa, who's the vice captain. I mean, he said, Skip, let's go. I'm ready.
So where you think you pulled back the game after that start from Allison? Where you think where part of the game you can pinpoint and say you pull back the game?
We were chipping away at the wickets, but you see, Africa's double wicket over.
Right.
I mean, that was the biggest change. Michael Dover was left as the lone gunman, to be honest.
Right.
And the pressure of wickets falling around him, with him alone actually getting one somehow was very great.
Right.
Because I mean, Africa had the Andrew brothers in 2 balls,
Okay.
one behind the other,
Right.
both LBW. And then at that point in time, them guys were like, Skip, we're going home. I said, okay, well then let's take it home then. And I mean, after that, I mean, all the bowlers, like, they found a different energy.
Right.
They found a different energy, and I mean, Arsens weren't getting any boundaries at all.
Right.
For almost 10 overs, they didn't get any boundaries. It was mainly like running between the wickets, singles, twos, and everything. And with the time at hand and overs remaining,
Right.
boundaries is what was required. And the catch that really sealed the game was when no, I didn't get any catch. I mean, Andrew was caught on the boundary by LaShawn Barnard, and if you saw that catch, everybody thought the ball was going for 6, to be honest now. Because the way he hit that ball, I said, oh my lord, 6 runs. And then it was like, when I see Barnard run across and trying to catch the ball.
So like Andrew, man.
Hello.
What's up?
Morning, what's up?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Dallas.
Sam that?
Who's that?
Dallas.
Oh, Dallas.
Hey,
Oh, what's up, Dallas?
you know, good times. You come in the studio, man. You don't take a call off on phone.
Everything nice?
Jet lag, man. Jet lag.
Welcome home, man. Nice to hear it was. Welcome home. Well, we thought he was asking Skipper Carlin to defend his loss against Derek.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they want to pull up Derek and something, you know. I heard it said time something. I can't Mark one why the game started. They said Derek put his field ready. That's what Mark said to me Thursday. Come on.
Thursday?
Why our game started late?
Or against that late?
We had some heavy showers early Thursday morning, so there were a few soft spots on the field, and it's better to be safe.
Okay,
So for safety, the umpires knew, because I took the umpires and I showed them the areas in them, and they decided, okay, let me have a 2:30 start, and we just take it from there.
Okay, guys, one do what happens.
Yeah, Mark is just trying to find a kind of excuse to make me look bad, because Mahiko didn't stand a chance at all for the year.
I like that.
No, put it. It's not good one. Don't put it.
Stanford in it? Yeah.
Wait. Dallas, Alan Stanford and the
Ice.
Dallas, Alan Stanford and Zoom.
Ice, what's up?
Your normal zooming position.
All right. Good morning. Nice to see you, man. You know this young man here. This is probably Skipper.
Yeah, Derek. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Derek Moreland, police captain, winning a championship.
I don't think you remember this, man.
Well, hey, remember Derek? What, you hear from Derek when police, when free throw,
That is, we ask Alan Sanford, all Sanford now, that you know Derek. I want Sanford know.
Okay.
That's why he's going to come in the studio there. Dallas, that's what's in the studio.
Yeah.
Sanford. Yeah, I'm here. You know Derek?
Derek, I'm not sure, you know.
He's a police skipper that have been doing wonders.
Most people know me by my last name, Moreland.
Moreland.
Moreland, it may sound familiar, but I'm not sure, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I've been listening, I've been following you guys. I see police is still doing the thing.
Yeah.
Well, he's the captain putting up all the victories.
I think he has a good bunch of players with him now, so that's a good thing. Sorry, Captain.
We have a good bunch of players, but I need one or two cut-throat bowlers like you.
Nah, gone are the days, man.
So tell me something, Ice. How it was like playing police back in the day?
Back in the day, the truth is, police always have a good bunch of players. We always have good guys. When you think of people like Tyreek, you think of Prince, you think Austin Richards at the time, Ivor Lawrence, Samuel from Sunny, Dublin, yeah, nickname.
Dublin.
Yeah, so police generally always have a good bunch of players, Even Latvia used to be there still at that time. So we had a good bunch of players, and it is still good to see that Freetown and police is still battling it out,
Right. What kind of fun memories can you remember playing for police? Any one that stick out? Well,
to me, most of my games played for police is always memorable,
Okay.
Yeah, the truth is we always had betters. Betters at the time was a team we had to reckon with.
Right.
When police played them, there was police betters there, Freetown. Yeah, so we had some good battles, and thinking back of cricket playing in Antigua, it's good memories, that's for sure.
Right. In terms of the first fight we can hold, you can remember the first fight we can hold playing for police?
No, I don't. Yeah, I really can't remember. Maybe you can help me out.
Well, I know it's more a very heavy ball. Because I know I play against you a couple times, a police ground, and when the ball hit the keeper gloves, you can hear the sound. So I know it's more very heavy ball. But in terms of playing for West Indies, how was it like playing for West Indies and stuff?
West Indies was fun. It's always a privilege, and an honor really to represent West Indies. Every kid who plays cricket in the islands or wherever they play, the objective is to play at the highest level. I think maybe now it's different because players want to play franchise cricket, so they try and get a break to play franchise cricket. Right. But I think playing when you talk about cricket and West Indies, I think this in itself is an honor. When you look at the population of the West Indies and to be in the 11 representing the West Indies, it's a good feeling. You try to find ways to express it, and you won't be able to find ways to express that feeling.
Right.
So, Alan, I'll get to the West Indies stuff too fast.
I feel so too,
But I want to take it back a little bit. I want to take back, maybe Earl doesn't know this. You had a hard time making Antigua team first of all.
Yeah, you see, sometimes when I talk about it, I do get emotional sometimes, but I guess it's just the reality of life,
See, Earl would know this. You had a hard time because they didn't want to pick you.
Yeah, and the sad thing is, this thing's still happening. It is still happening, and I'm trusting, maybe not in my lifetime, that will change. I think cricket should be players should be selected not based on where they're from, but on their abilities and the talent to play the game.
So what I remember the story that they said that you're not Antigua, but the argument I made and we made is that if you're a policeman, you're Antiguan.
Yeah, I think that shouldn't even be a question. I think
exactly.
People at the time that was in charge just decided to just take it on their own to say, what, I'm the one who's selecting, and I'm not going to select you because you're not Antiguan, and that's just what it is. It's sad thinking about it, but it's just reality. It happened.
Adam, that was nonsensical to me. You can't be a police officer and an eligible player for Antigua. No police at all.
And I think one of my friends that really stood up and talked about that and openly talked about that was Passion. I'm sure he'll listen or he'll hear about that at some point. He was one of the persons that actually came out and he put it in a way that people that don't even follow cricket will understand why, and he was so passionate about it. Because I mean, I represented Antigua, I represented Windwards, I'm a police officer in Antigua, and then you would tell me I can't represent Antigua because I'm not Antiguan, but I'm defending and protecting Antiguan citizens. I mean, it's not making sense. It wasn't making sense at the time.
That to me was nonsensical. That was nonsensical, absurd to the extremes. The most stupid thing I've ever in my life. And when I heard that, I got in the case. I couldn't understand it. you protecting Governor John, everybody you protect, and you can't represent Antigua. When I heard it, they said,
hey, these are things that I think that make you stronger, that make you feel differently, and make you want to do the right things when you can. And I give thanks. Like now, I can sit back and say, hey, you know what? It happened. I lived it. I still made it. That wasn't my plan. That was God's plan. And He'll continue to direct me to help and do what I can for people that find themselves in the same situation right now, even in this cricket we're playing right now. You still find that because you're not going to be playing because I don't like you or because you are not from where I'm from. And if you cannot change the world, you cannot change everything, but I'm sure you can make an impact.
True.
And that's just what it is. And I'll continue to be the voice of reason for the people that are afraid to talk because they're afraid of being victimized. And it is sad, but just what it is.
Right. Correct.
But I guess he has some fun when we playing for Antigua now. We get into Antigua now, who some of the guys you played with. I guess you played with Dave Joseph and so.
Yeah, coming in, I mean, my journey to Antigua and playing for Antigua is classic.
Classic.
Why is that?
No, I mean, okay, coming from an island of like Dominica, where at the time I was young, and I was one of the fastest. And then I came up to Antigua, and then I realized, hey, I think one day at Factory Grounds, Daddy, we're playing against Richie Richardson and them, and I was bowling to him, and he came up with floppy, coming and batted with floppy. I know back then, I'm young, I'm quick and wild, so I dropped a shot on him and he pulled it, and then when he hooked it, and then someone said to me, you know who you're bowling to? A West Indies captain, this. Yeah, and then I'm like, okay. And then I came up with people like Golden Prince, Flipper was still around doing this thing. Winston was around. You had Ricky Christopher doing this thing, Kerry Jeremy. And these are the times I realized, hey, you know what? You really have to. You're not the quickest here. Now you have competition now where you're level with players that have, because I think Ricky played for the West Indies under-19 then, Kerry played about a few one days, you had Ricky Christopher still doing this thing there. So you really have to up your game. So at that time, I think this is when I realized that, hey, you know what? People say you're ready for first class and West Indies cricket at that time, but even now I can sit back and say, at that time you weren't ready, you know? And this is the problem where fans and the media tend to push players before they're ready, and when they fail, then they say they never was good. You understand? And I tend to, when I talk like that, I tend to remember Sylvester Joseph. When I came up, I remember playing against Sylvester Joseph, and he was the most popular name around Antigua and the West Indies at the time, but he was young. And I honestly think that the public, the Antigua media, they try to push Bonks him too early. And then when he made it to West Indies team, he never really went through like with his talent. And then that was it for him. So while we can sit back and say that, you know what, we get a raw deal from West Indies board, West Indies selectors, sometimes we tend to think, we have to ask ourselves now, did we do what we were supposed to do while we were there, to stay there?
But see, I want to take you on the bunks in the case, you know, because I take it very harsh on bunks in. Your bunks was a let me give you taking it. Bunks was a number 4 batsman, and they put him to open bat in England. And if you play cricket in England are the harshest conditions to play craft, to hone that craft in England, ball walk and stuff.
Yeah, but you see, again, no, this is where it comes down to. It comes down to the experience. It comes down to you're not even working with players. It's about if you never play cricket in England and you just throw you in England to do that. I mean, you will struggle, but do they give you a chance to come back after that? Do they tell you where you fail? And I mean, I'm gonna be real. Like I'm always real. West Indies cricket board and selectors have never given you a chance or come and tell you what. You're failing in your battle because you're not doing certain movements. You're not doing certain things. So work on that. Selectors will drop you, and then after they drop you, that's it. They won't tell you anything else. You have to find out on your own why you was dropped and what you can work on. I mean, I'm living proof. It happened to me, and when I found the reasons why I was dropped, it was a joke to me. It was a joke.
So what was your reason? Let tell you. If you want
I got dropped from West Indies team after the India series down here. Someone said to me, I passed Joey Carew, God rest his soul, and didn't say hello to him in Barbados.
Wow.
I didn't know who Joey Carew was. I didn't know him. But after I got selected back to go to South Africa, I met him. And then like, oh, you are Joey Carew. You know, I was like, and these are the reasons you see the pettiness in the cricket. And these things, honestly, cricket should be just cricket. You play cricket, you discipline, you do what you got to do. But it's just a level of what people see, you know, that shouldn't be.
So, Adam, you're telling me now, you're selected and so on, and they don't introduce the players to the selectors and the authorities that be, so you can familiarize yourself with them?
Sometimes depends where your series is played. Sometimes where you are, you don't meet everyone, and you meet so many people. Sometimes you don't even remember them. So there are some known names. You will say, when I meet this person, I remember this name. I remember this person. But if you hear about this person, you don't know this person.
And look, I think we have Dallas on Zoom now, eh, Adam? Yeah. I don't know if you remember Dallas Thomas. So he lives in Australia. He's a coach in Australia.
Yes, sir. Dallas.
Dallas, come on. Bring that on screen.
You're not Stanford, right?
Sanford, that's not.
Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah, but I know him. I know his face too. I can't. Yeah, I know his face as well. Yeah.
You know his face.
I think is he up from WP?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's the most exotic Caribbean island, yes.
It was the first time you can play two people.
Yeah, I remember his face, man. Yeah.
No, but fair. You got Grace and shooting for you. I can argue my play before you, long before you. So, I was saying, Dallas lives in Australia, but he's visiting Antigua now. You know, he's a coach in Australia, played in England too.
Okay, all right. So he's not wrong there.
Adam, the man I was in the studio, we sat the man in Zoom. Now in Antigua, he called in the phone. So I don't want to call in the studio.
So that's how it feels to be back home.
Right, it's pretty good, you know, pretty good, get familiarized with the place. You know, we just missed out on the Thursday league cricket. By the time Dean said, let's go and watch the cricket was over.
So you miss out on seeing Derek put out his third victory. You miss out on seeing Derek put out the third victory, the Thursday league championship and all that.
Yeah, you want to miss that, yeah. Because the Dean came in about the by the time we reached the winning queue, and so Dean told me the game was over. The game already finished.
Oh, Derek done the game so quick.
You know? They done the game too quick, yeah.
That's it. When you play against policy, that's expected. You got to be early to catch it.
Oh,
Your boys, man. I'll post my boy.
Dallas, that's a very, very lame excuse. Dallas, I'm very disappointed in you. You're sounding like Uncle Dean, right? I mean, you're in Antigua, nowhere is far. You could have easily gotten a donkey and rode down the road.
One straight.
No, but that's the thing. I came in on Thursday. Right? And I left the airport about 3 hours, something like that, right? To come home, and I didn't know that cricket was playing because my sister picked me up and we went around through Patters area. We didn't go past police ground to know that it was cricket, right? And by the time I reached the Willikers, Dean called and said if I want to go watch the game. And then I said, yeah, I'll go watch the game. But by the time Dean called again, I said, no, we're not bother going because the game finished. That's not really my fault, really.
Well, we took a page from the old regime, finished the game as quick as possible.
Stanford
Stop on the website.
Yeah, of course. I think if he remembers that game at Police Ground, they bowled out New England up to about 11 or 12.
Stanford, you remember the story?
Finished the game in one day. It was a 2-day game. They finished it this Saturday by 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh yeah. I remember that game. Yeah.
They bowled in usually 11 once.
Yeah, he had 11 or 12. He and Lavia were like two beasts.
Yeah.
I remember Lavia.
The tag, right?
Yes,
But is Father still playing cricket over there?
No, he's not playing cricket anymore.
Oh yeah. Bowens, is Bowens still around playing?
Yes, he mainly plays if needs be. Right now he's Mr. Lean. He's into a lot of fitness, so he walks around a lot with his shirt off.
Nice.
Showing off his muscles.
That's good. But I think it is one thing. Police is always fit. You know, all the police officers on the island are fit. So you don't pick anyone.
All except the captain.
Except the captain.
Except my buddy.
Not my captain.
I will have you know, Police Grounds is very big, and I have done a lot of running between the wickets. Okay, I've run 3 consecutive 3-1s in one game.
Yeah?
That's some level of fitness there.
2s and 3s?
Yeah, it is. That's for sure.
The field of falling also.
What's the level like though in Antigua right now? We don't have no cricket. I know Tally, the Parish League thing is still going on, which is a good sign. That's going on for how many years now?
For a long time.
41 years?
No, that 41 doing 42 years in our time.
Right.
Wow.
No, 44 years in our time.
Right.
But before that, you had Parish League before that.
Okay.
Before that, I got him for the 1978.
That is ancient.
Yeah,
That is very
but
ancient.
before that, that Parish League. Andrew was to play before my time, you know. And I was playing in 96, the 1970s of Parish League stuff, you know.
Okay.
You don't understand this thing, that Derek.
No, I was born
And I
in
was
the
still shooting
80s.
Parish League to take a team, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, when he got selected and so on. He currently was during my time.
So, Ice, why you like going to Soppy and stuff? What was it like going to Soppy back then? When playing for Police?
T. Williams, so.
Yeah, Sappy was easy, man. I was young and fast, so I always trouble him, no?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He said he's coming.
But it's, you know, like, when you talk about captains, right? I think Soppy one of the best captains I've been on there.
Right.
He was supposed to in the studio this morning to see you. He's supposed to come in the studio this morning. I haven't seen him.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get caught.
Yeah, I remember playing with Sophie. We played at the Antigua against one of the islands. I think Anguilla or somewhere there in recreation grounds. And it's like every move he made, like there's something happening. And I was like, I watched him like, you know, this guy really knows cricket there. I think he one of the better captains I play under. That's the truth, without any doubt.
He might, and guess what, Alan? He beat Dirk's a good captain too. Yeah, I said Police captain is a good captain.
He always said that, right? The captain and his captain is thinking.
Well, I don't know, but Derek does get lucky. He's not a good captain.
Mr. Arundel, please be careful of the words you choose. Choice of words, thank you.
That is going to be so, because we watch a couple of Police games and Derek is a good captain.
But Derek will lose.
You know?
He captain with Police girl.
Tell you.
It was a very hard task. It was extremely hard season, I would say. Dealing with a bunch of guys, a group of guys that are emotional when it comes to cricket. Well, some are emotional, some just, even if the ball get hit for 6, all they do is smile. I mean, in the final on Thursday, sometimes when they're bowling and I saying certain things, the bowler was like, skip, pressure. You have me under pressure. I said, no, I'm just saying something that will remind you of what you're supposed to be doing. And I mean, at the end of the day, even after the game, we sat down talking. Them guys will say, boy, Skip, you know you're a real hard taskmaster. And I tell him, well, I have to thank Taddy Arundel for that, because he's the one that taught me how to be a hard taskmaster.
But Adam, the thing is not Polish Steve now is
like I said earlier,
Steve now is spin ball attack, not like your time fast bowlers. No, his spinning attack he has now, like India, old India. That's the difference now. Polish Steve's all spinners. The two fast bowlers, the two girls.
How you get that now?
You hear what I say?
The Polish two fast bowlers, the two ladies. There are two ladies play for them tell them.
I don't know that. I don't know. Tell me now.
Dirk, tell Adam, Dirk.
Well, for the year thus far, right, the team has done extremely well. We only lost 2 games overall in playing 4 competitions, and we got 3 championships out of the 4.
The man here with the
There's
ladies.
there were 2 females that have been playing with us also, so I believe that is more of why some of the teams are embarrassed to have lost to us, because I mean, in one of the finals, the female opened the ball and she took 3 wickets in 3 overs for 12 runs. So at the end of the day, as I tell people, cricket is played with the bat and the ball. So if you're going to focus on whether it's a female or male, then you're going to be left wanting.
Yeah.
And the female played with Ireland's team too, right? I was seen it at one time.
Yeah, she captain Leeward Island's female team, and she has played for the West Indies female team also.
Okay, there you go. I mean, this time again, right?
CPL.
It is good to see that the diversity in police. Police, like, things happening, not because they just come because they want to play. They can actually play and make an impact. And in cricket, it's good. I think that should encourage more ladies to get involved and represent their clubs, because I know the different clubs in Antigua that I'm sure they can get a chance to play and sure that they can play.
I know since play with ladies too.
Yeah, Risha Farrell. She with
because it's one day, but girls on the team.
Sylvia Farm also. Yeah, have 2 females with the team.
So yeah, so some of the teams are now including females in the team. Adam, you know. So that's good.
That's good. That's a good sign for Antigua cricket in general.
I think we need to give Dallas a wig and probably some push-up bars so he can make the team.
That's where you can make it. Well, I see Ice look pretty fit. I still can make a team though.
I mean,
I see Sanford.
I would tell you this much. If I had Ice and Tariq Prince in my bowling attack, I believe we would more have a battle on the field in terms of who is going to bowl and when they're going to bowl between my pace and the spin, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah. How many fast bowlers do you have right now in the team in the police setup?
I have Vincent Shadrack Jr.
Oh, Shadrack.
Yeah, I have
He don't Shadrack Senior.
yeah. Well, Shadrack is more of a medium.
Medium. I never know he has a fast bowler.
Right. So you have Shadrack Senior and Junior. You still have Shanisha Hector, and we have Malik Gerald. Damien Lowenfield only plays with us in the Thursday League team. He was the only addition for the Thursday League team, and he's an open batter and he can swing the ball. Nice medium, but he swings the ball and he does some damage also.
What Derek Field tell you now? All of us friendly medium, not too fast.
Nothing fast.
Not like your pace and Tariq pace.
Well, I'm asking because if I want to get a game.
You may get, if you come and get a game, and I can get a game.
You will get a game.
And I'm hungry, still playing, having them bounce them out and say no.
No, hungry, not bouncing nobody out. Hungry is not, you stop that. When I played Hungry this year and he bunks me, I send him down by the lamppost.
Yeah, Hungry?
Yes. And I didn't have on a helmet either. He can listen, that's fine. I didn't have on a helmet either. I can tell him so now. He black and blew my foot after. But the point is he bowled me a shot and I hit him way. Yes, he still does, to be honest. With his age, I think he's not even training. He's still nippy and he's still moving the ball.
Yeah. I guess when you bless, eh? That's just what it is. Bottom line.
So, Temsam, you still play, Adam?
Yeah, I still try, I'm still, I'm always trying. I'm still trying. I played earlier. The truth is, I'm in Florida now.
Right.
So I play cricket year round.
Okay.
Okay, that is true. You can play for the year round. But I
played for the Palm Beach Hurricanes over here. We won the championship last year.
Adam.
And this year, we are second in the runnings again.
Okay.
So we're doing well. And we're the favorite colored team. We're the pink team.
Pink team? Why call pink team? Why y'all call it pink team? Why you call it that name, pink team?
Everyone calls us pink because our uniform is pink.
So Adam, you in Miami?
No, I'm in Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale. But you played at Lardy Hill and so?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Okay, I know there's where the big ground is the West Indians playing so.
What was that?
Lardy Hill.
Yeah, the West Indians. I don't know if you guys remember Java.
Java.
What is it? Jarvis, I think his last name is.
Java. From where? Antigua?
From Antigua.
Yeah, the left-hander. Batsman. Left-hander?
Fast bowler, man.
Fast bowler.
Right-hander, fast bowler.
Jarvis. The name of the bell.
He played with your club?
No, but we practice together.
Okay.
During the time when he over here, he and the dentist and them used to come up here and mash up the place.
Okay.
Yeah. He's pretty sharp. I mean, he's on the other side. It's like 50 somewhere there, but he's still sharp up here.
I have the commissioner on the line there, Adam. Mr. Commissioner, good morning. How are you doing?
You should know you cover Rodney.
You know Commissioner Rodney?
Rodney.
Yeah.
Rodney.
Yeah.
Good morning, and to Mr. Adam.
Mr. Commissioner, we have one of your farmer guys here in the studio on Zoom. Adam Sanford, the farmer countryman too.
Yes. I'm quite aware of that. I'm happy to see he's still looking fit that he can bowl some pieces.
He's still looking fit, eh?
Yeah, he looks
I would love to laugh, but for some reason I'm behind. I can't get in it.
But Daddy,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
let me just
I'm alright, Rodney. How are you?
entire team once again, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You congratulations, Derek.
As I said, I put them under a little pressure, but I'm thankful for the win.
But this is one thing I know you for. You always put under pressure, He doesn't know. It's a long time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rodney.
Adam said about you are putting pressure on. You make sure the guys stay in shape and do the job well.
Yeah, you have to put a little pressure there, and you couldn't take a loss. You got a loss on the top.
So what happened with Freetown?
That was
Community policing.
Okay, I like that. That's a good answer. and on Thursday you came out in your uniform.
No, Thursday I was there in uniform for the first half, And I left my instruction that if they only lose that game, all of them come in and meet me in uniform.
And Derek told us so this morning. Derek told us that. He said if they lose, they wear uniform the same night.
Yeah, that's why I came there in uniform first. So they know if anything went wrong Thursday, they would have met me in town at 6 o'clock.
Hey, you see, Adam laughing now too, everybody laughing, guys. That is real serious. That's only a toddy plan. That's only a toddy plan. That's only my plan.
One of the things policemen understand is that when teams come up against police,
and give up that.
Adam said something. Adam, what you said now?
when teams come up against police, they want to win. They want to beat police. They always want to beat police. I mean, they can't. I don't know. It's like the captain Randy said. It's a friendly fight. I mean, you cannot fight literally on the road. So you want to take advantage on the field. So when they come against police, even like they say that now, but before was it said the same thing? They think the same way. Anything come against police, there's a hype about it because we want to win. We want to beat the police because that's a big talk. That's a big headline in the Observer. You beat police. So I mean, and the rivalry is good for cricket. It's good for the players, and it's good for, like I said, when we got cricket, it's not just about the sports team, like the different clubs. It reflects what Antigua have, what Antigua cricket have in common going on, and this is just what it is.
That's true.
But at the same time, the commissioner said something very important while ago. It's good police community
Community policing.
That's very important. You know, when they come against police, it's good friendly rivalry, but at the same time, you make good friends. You know.
Right, and
Yeah.
Freedom was making us in all the finals. Like there was nothing wrong in Freedom one, you know. Freedom was led by a police. The police.
Okay.
So anyways, we're turning police to win.
The policeman had all the damage for Freedom taking forward. You know, so it was good rivalry but good community spirit, you know.
Yeah, I agree with you. But like I told Derek to sat there now, if you want him or don't want to lose against his all Saints, the only time you back in police is against all Saints, right? They back in Parish League.
No, because I don't know what, because all Saints, because it's preliminary wrong. They know they had to get back something for that.
Yes, he was very adamant and very persistent that Freetown is okay. We did some community policing. Let's give them one. You know, one out of 3 is not bad. It's okay if we give Freetown one, but All Saints, no. All Saints, he said, All Saints is different for me. So
when you guys play All Saints?
We played them Thursday in the finals and beat them on Thursday.
Oh, you played them. Okay, good.
So he was adamant that we're not losing twice to the same team.
I agree with you. Makes sense.
All Saints kind of did something by beating us in preliminary. Okay? We have to settle this score once and for all day.
So you think was a bit cocky on Thursday, that's why they lost?
No, they didn't have a chance in there. We were too determined for that win on Thursday.
You were too determined, right?
Yeah,
You didn't want to lose at all to them. Yes, I see.
If that we jumped to our last man, would have go after them.
But I know next year, aren't you planning for next year? No, the chat you got now, the commission that listen to you, know.
We can only get better from here.
See, you and Derek can so have a honest chat, and the guys come for you now. They come
look like next time I might take a trip and take them play a few games for police.
They'll get reinforcement them at well.
He will be very much welcome.
Look, I'm sure Commissioner welcome you over arms ice.
Me and the commissioner will have a talk. We're going to have a talk. After this commission, make sure you get my number, give me a call.
Dallas, you hear that, Dallas?
Yeah.
Hey, Adam,
you know this guy next to me?
Adam.
You know the guy there?
You look familiar. I mean, here's my favorite call on him too. Hey, what's up, man? How are you doing?
Cool, man, Adam. What's going on?
I'm alright, man. I'm good.
Yeah.
What?
How about you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Great, doing well. In watching on Facebook, it's still running in, but not from a very far distance.
I no comment.
Adam,
I'm gonna drink my water and mind my business, okay?
Adam, this guy has been giving your captain, well, it's not your captain, the commissioner's captain, Derek. I can praise Derek's great captain. And I always see Derek don't get lucky. I know this captaincy business. Commissioner, what do you think about Derek? Derek's a good captain.
So he can get better now.
The captain said, what has made this team successful, Daddy?
Yeah.
Is that when one fails, somebody else pick up the slack. and that has been happening for the team. And I think that's the good part of the team this year, is that you have persons who make good runs. Sometimes they fail, but then somebody else come and back it up. Same thing with the bowling. You know, you had a game where one bowler, by the second ball, he couldn't bowl again.
Yeah,
But still, we bowl them out.
Hey, Commissioner, you sound like you're really into your team, you know. Can you like you bowl them? The language sound like you're really into your team.
Yeah, man. They have my 110 support, you know.
Well,
That's good. That's good.
Not only that, you have to remind them that you were at quite a few of our games, so you were talking from what you saw with your very own eyes.
Yeah, I have guessed what is happening. And seeing that I will not be going back and play on the field again, they have to do all the playing for me now.
I tell you what, the Commissioner, I believe the success because of you, because they don't want to lose to go on the beat. They don't want to lose and have to go work after the game and all that, so they're making sure they win.
That is,
You guys laughing about this, but this is a serious thing, you know. It will happen, eh?
I heard that Commissioner, I'm going to say something that would happen.
that is between something that, you know, every time I tell them that they're going to work, they must play their heart out.
They don't want to work after the game, and so they're making sure they put in the effort.
Yeah, but so far so good.
I agree. They had a wonderful season, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a good season, and I just wanted guys to stick up and practice, because I think that was the big thing. I said, you're not going to play if you don't practice. And since we have those practice up there on the net, I think that has helped a lot. And I do hope that they continue to use it and maximize the opportunities that they have to practice.
But I want to put you in the spot again, because last year here, I put you in the spot a little bit. I said, Derek, we're in the spot now, you know. Oh, you have any plans with them to take them on a tour or anything like that?
Well, they have the reach. And if it's on, they definitely start it. If not, we might have something with a small island close by Monson, something like that.
Yeah, some kind of incentive for them, you know, so they will, you know, want to do well again next year.
Yes. I'm exploring the regional competition are on. Then we should visit it for or weekend or something.
Yeah, man, and you can invite the team because your provident can host team and so, you know.
Right, so they can come and get post. So.
Well,
and we're not afraid of putting.
and then Derek listening, okay, Derek listening attentively. Okay? You have to keep your promise now.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of that, and they know I'm a man of my word.
That's very true, sir. You are a man of your word, so I knew and I know you would have definitely let us work if we lost that final. So
I just said that later, so.
It's great to how you're supporting the team that well, you know.
Yeah.
Because some commissioners don't even know about the team. Some of them I know over the years don't even know nothing about the team. They don't know the team play. And something happened, they report to the commissioner. But to go support the team all the time, that is great.
Thanks, man. I'll continue that, and they'll continue to play good cricket.
And then they make you happy.
Oh yeah. Everybody expects it, so.
Everybody get the licks.
No, when we lose this community relation, when we win, we just win.
And you have reinforcement next year, because I say you come next year to play police, so that's reinforcement.
But I want to say one last thing that Derek said, you know. Derek insinuated a bit, let's say implied, that this Margaret Rose connection might lose the game of free throw.
Well, get the guy saying the active police coming in. So that's what you're doing.
You say your Margaret Rose has something close up, you just want to give Margaret Rose a win. That's what Derek said.
That is called for this thing.
Is that the commissioner?
Margaret is what? And we cannot make that off all the time. She have to be.
You have to at least give her a win then, eh?
Hey, and we got a cool cup of champagne. Oh, we carried it back home. We could carry it back home.
Derek says she has champagne, but this is the third consecutive match now she has champagne. So
Yeah, make you carry
We could carry that back home a whole. Not bad.
so at least you gave her blind this time. Tell the guys, go easy on her this time.
Well, I'm telling you, if they come back, they're going to give it.
But it's nice. It's a nice, good, friendly rivalry. I like it. And like I tell Derek, if because of Acid Richards support this guy, I just want to give him a championship too.
All right. Anyway, guys, and so be safe. And Adam, continue to take care of yourself. You come to us now.
Thank you.
Okay, Commissioner. Great to hear from you, man. Nice to hear
All right, Ronnie, take care now.
Take care.
Okay, then all the best.
All right, have a good day.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, skip this here.
You're begging to play next year early?
I'm begging from now.
But where you come now, you have to look further because something said not taking to a two-step taking.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the police force has a good support from, you know.
I tell you what, that good support is here. I can boss load of people here and all kind of stuff. Cheerleaders and all kind of stuff here.
Well, I mean, frequent hours have.
That's what I'm saying. I know this sports club can do that. I know that for sure.
But you're a part of something here now, Dave Joseph.
Dave,
Hey, Adam, what's up?
I got man. So what's up with you? Why you coaching? What's going on with you? Are you still ready to go to them?
Yeah, well, goats is a forever thing, you know. Sometimes I can tell you sometimes it's better than dealing with some people.
All right.
Yeah, but you know, been doing a little bit of coaching, you know, in the schools and that kind of stuff. But you know, we got a lot of different obstacles and hurdles they have to jump over. We haven't gone past them yet since you left. Had them before you left, and they're still here.
All right. But it's nice seeing you, man. You're still slim.
Wait, tell me something. When you went to board, you can see the wicket. When you went to board, you can see the wicket.
Yeah, I can see the slim.
Yeah, you're not seeing good. How you see? How you see
I think on the side.
Well, I can see something slim. You can't see something slim. You can't see something slim. Something fat.
No, man, so probably slim, man. Nobody do that.
Boy, something fat than the captain. The captain fat than something police captain.
Leave my captain alone, no, man. Leave the captain alone.
Hey, leave the captain alone, okay? Leave the captain alone.
Yeah. But nice program, though. I must say, nice program. Very informative. And I listened to you guys last weekend. And then I'll reach out and then, yeah, it's good. Like I said, I never knew some players that's not big with police now. I never realized that they left it first and move on. And still playing the game is a good thing. You know?
Adam, we have program Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. We can soon have Friday and Sunday. We have one on Monday with Mervyn Richards.
Yeah.
We have one Tuesday with Trevor Simon. Remember Trevor Simon, the Warrior guy, cricket guy?
Yeah.
We have one on Wednesday with Kenneth Benjamin. And there's one, the first one we started at the Dave Place too. Over his Animal Nature Park. Thursday time with me and the guy Baptist. That's how we started before we went to the these things. You know, so I Saturday morning. Tell you what, Adam.
Keep it up, hope you get some sponsors to help you out, you know, cover some whatever expenses somewhere down the road, you know.
When we talk about it, you know what I mean? But it doesn't matter because this show is supposed to be Mandela, but he got me in here. I can't get away from him.
That is the guys that want that. That is help me out, Dallas. What do you think?
Well, you get a lot better from the very first show. Right now, you're very much improved course. From the very first match.
Adam, you hear that, Adam? Adam,
Yeah, I'm listening.
but after the first week, he was so nervous. I had to come in. So after that second week, third, but right now he's much better. I'm looking at still to get some rest. But I tell you what, like I told Earl from the onset, this show is going to be one of the best shows because it's more interactive.
Yeah. It's going to get better. It's going to go from strength to strength like everything else. Just keep focused and continue what you do. As long as you love what passion what you do, it'll happen. Just keep working.
And I think about it, you get, a matter of fact, he was supposed to have dumpling on the show some weeks ago, but it don't happen.
No, but you know what a dumpling, man. Leave dumpling where he is.
It was a dumpling on the show, it don't happen, you know what I mean? You see like Dallas there, he now the show from Australia. So now Josh, he go to England. Well, people all over the world now.
Yeah.
Anywhere in the world, they will zoom them in.
That's good.
That's how the show's operate, you know what I mean? So, and we have a technician guy. I remember Mark Charles?
Mark Charles, no.
He's really good fast boy from St. Johnson, someone, and Mexico. The pharmacy guy, Seco pharmacy guy, Cecil Charleston.
Yeah. I remember the pharmacy, yeah, but the guy, I'm not sure, you know.
Okay, he's one of the technical guys, and another one, then another young guy. I tell you what, we're another young guy on board now, and his father the policeman too, but I don't know the policeman, I don't know his father name. So,
okay.
We have some guys with training to make sure something called continuity and keep this thing going.
Yeah.
Okay, what happens now?
I just want to wish you guys all the best. I got some other stuff to go and take care of now, though, so I got to leave you guys.
Okay, what happens? We do that in live cricket, we do basketball live, matter of fact, we did horse, we're seeing this live now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we do any kind of sport live. You see that?
Listen, I want to go to some good race live. I know Sophie have a few of them up there.
Well, Sophie have introduced good.
Hello, good morning.
Somebody join us now.
But Salzburg,
Hey!
you say have to leave us right now. I don't know if you want any last words you want to say to Sophie, to the team, I don't know.
First of all, I want to say thank you for giving me the time to come and talk some cricket with you guys, you know, catch up like old times. Sophie, is nice seeing you. Earl, Captain, Taddy.
Yep.
You've been around a while, Taddy. Looking well as usual. Continue to do what you're doing. You know, and I'm wishing you all the best.
So you're playing today? You have a game today?
No, not tonight. I got a game on tomorrow, Godsphere.
Okay.
Have you been to Texas?
Yeah, I was down there about 4 weeks ago with the minor league team from
Wait. Did you see Myron down there?
Myron, I saw Myron a few years ago. Not this time, not the last time I was there. A few years ago, I saw him.
But did you see Marax, the partner now, man? Jedi?
No.
He's a big guy.
I met Myron a few years ago, but this time around I didn't.
But now, he's a bit factory. He's a senior groundsman at one of the venue down there. He does 6 pitches.
Yeah, I know. We played one. I think it's Prairie Grounds or something like that.
His ground is close to university. He told me.
Okay, well, I'm not sure. There's so many grounds out there, man.
Yeah.
It's like it's crazy.
But I tell you what, the venue that he's at, they want to make that the capital for cricket in America. And that the Indians
No, sir?
here. One of the guys co-owner with the Barbados franchise.
Okay, no, I'm not sure.
So that all they need was a popular without 6 venues and now and prepare the pitches for.
Okay, nice.
As a matter of fact, they played cricket up Carnival was down there the other day. Playing down there.
Rackham?
Yeah.
Yeah, we played against them a few weeks ago. He played for, I think, some Atlanta Fire or something.
Yeah, right. That's same series.
Yes, Sao Paulo.
Huh?
So Wilden, Carnival, and so Wilden.
Wilden? No, I haven't seen Wilden. No, I saw Rackham, not Wilden.
But Wilden was the coach of the team just the other day now. It was about 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
That is serious deal.
Eventually I'll see them again, maybe not in this time, but New Cricket America, you travel around, so you always meet up.
Sure. Alright, okay, man. Take care, man. Have a great, good to see you. Next time,
All right.
we'll invite you again another time.
All right, not a problem. I'm here. You got my number. Just give me a shout.
When police start getting blow, we'll invite you.
Never.
When I come down and play for police, then you can still invite me live.
Yeah, of course. When I come down, you'll be live in the studio.
All right, then. You two guys take care. Have a blessed day.
Adam, take care.
All right. Hi, the caller. Who's on the phone? Hello?
Hey, good morning to you guys.
Morning. Who that's that?
Who that?
Captain for life. Captain for life.
That's Sammy that? That's Sammy
Captain
that?
Brown.
Who's that?
America. Oh, Garfield.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Stop that.
Hey, Garfield, you see it? Like I said to you a couple days ago, you see you did a pretty good job, Tell me, turn on my Facebook and see all the results in Margaret goes to celebrate your bang police and so in the pavilion. I saw that. And I have all kind of police with collar, give a trophy and all kind of something. But police wins Thursday. I saw that Facebook early bright Thursday night.
Well, I must say, I would say that the police and them just go and try to intimidate the people them all the time, and that's wrong.
What do you mean intimidate them?
What I mean, when they go up with bus, the policeman, the first thing the people that take into the bus, they take the right squad.
But that day rock Sunday. Can I bang off Sunday?
I know, but at the same time, the community was actually supporting Freetown, having a bit of a sympathy. so I know the choice than to just actually take the time and what actually comes. And I talked to Mandela and told him never stop with keeping cricket.
Wait, Mandela is so cheap, he doesn't like win.
Oh, in a short team. Okay. Anyway, congratulations to the police team. It was a good year for them. A nice feat of getting three championships out of 4. Yeah. Everybody being actually saying good things about the captaincy. For the games that I watch, I would say he's pretty much close. I wouldn't really be the judge to say whether he's not good or if he's the best. However, I think he's been doing very good work with the team from since the 2018 coming somewhere along there. I think they're going from strength to strength. And one thing I must tell you, outside of the unfair play, the camaraderie that they have amongst one another actually helps and takes it a long way.
So, Garfield, you just hear somewhere, this son is boy Merlin. He had more than a captain for life, so he captain for so long.
It seems like it was a disease around the place. It seems like they are actually either can't move or don't want to move. One of the two. But if he's doing a good job, hey, why change?
I agree.
Is that the same thing for Pickett's coach?
In terms of what?
The statement you just made.
Like a flashlight.
Which part of the statement? I made 2 different
If
statements.
he's doing a good thing, why change?
Oh, if he's a good, why change?
If he's doing a good thing, why change?
Oh, if he's doing a good thing, why change?
Yeah.
I don't know that those things could actually walk hand in hand.
But the man take the team to the semi-finals or finals, because to
the champs and then semi-finals this year.
The thing about it, right, when you watch the core of players that you actually put on the field on a week-to-week basis, then you could actually see something in actually positive or negative towards that. However, if it's a situation where you keep changing, making makeshift changes, sometimes it'll be coincidence that put you in such position is not how well you're actually doing. If you could ask me if they're doing well in terms of begging, buying, or getting more players, I say they're doing a very good job.
Wait. Your job working, Derek, man.
I'm not jumping over, I'm talking fast.
Derek, by asking people to, you know.
They sound like the car saying that you have a lot
Question for clarity, just so everyone can understand, which are you referring to, the police or the Pickets team?
In terms of what? Your time?
The buy business, the buy players business.
The last
Buy
statement
players?
you made.
Hey, because you know things are afford to buy players. When I can't afford to bet.
Anyway, Garfield. Thank you very much for your support, sir.
You're welcome.
Dallas,
Darling, I hope that they will go back to strength to strength. I start to play more better cricket because it will be easier going forward knowing that you reach to that point where you're actually a champion. A lot of people will be actually targeting you. And if you don't watch that, you could actually just back down in the ranking. So you have to bear in mind that that part of it must be taken into consideration.
I want to say something quickly, Garfield. Time with the beg player story. We have a guy in Zoom now, Pickers beg you play a couple years ago too, A boy named Dallas Thomas. He was a beg man.
Garfield beg him to play for you.
Yeah.
Garfield beg him?
Right.
You hear that? Derek say you beg Dallas to play for you.
One man can tell a problem saying that you have a bigger player to come and play. It's me.
But Derek say you beg Dallas a time about 3 years ago or something like that. Till 2019 or something.
Ironically, I know Dallas know me from a different standpoint, and it's like from cricket. I know Dallas from playing fine.
But Dallas a pan man too?
No, I know.
Dallas a pan man too?
Yeah, Dallas is playing superstar.
The one goes in that one, so?
Hey.
Yeah, gentlemen, on a little bit more serious note, I've been watching the setup up at Police, and from the key of the grounds, the pitches, the facility, I definitely see Police, cricket improving, and the result this year actually show that they're doing some work. Whether in the backgrounds and the front stage, whatever, they're really putting in some work to get better at their game. So I want to compliment Police. I know, I think last week on the show, we were saying we want to get some more clubs instead of just teams turning up. Police look like they're on the right road. I've been saying for years and years, maybe decades, to me, Police and the Defence Force should have the best teams in Antigua. I don't know why the Defence Force don't have a team. They have all the men over there just running around. So I'm happy to see Police coming to the fore right now in terms of the development and the standard of cricket they're playing. And I just hope that, they go from strength to strength. And as I said, I want to compliment Mr. Maryland and his captaincy. I've been watching him. It's the way the man move on the field. The communication between his players. Sometimes it's just a matter of a sign. And the things are just working for him. And as I say, I never watched him even before this year, but I've seen a lot of good things in terms of captains. The only thing I want to say to Mr. Maryland, make sure he molds some sort of young policeman to take over his role as a captain, and maybe more than one, so that as he leaves the scene, you can have continuity.
Hey, look.
Well said.
Nobody, they're retiring now.
Well, it's not a matter of retiring or tardy, because you can be on the field.
Something can happen at any
and you still
given
have
time.
somebody as captain. As he used to tell when we used to go to the States, Soppy, make sure you're in the team. Because anything goes wrong, you'll be able to pull it back. Most of these guys can't pull it back. So whether he's captain or not, if he's on the field, he can always support and help the other captain who's going along because he has the experience. So that would be a good thing. And as a matter of fact, you need to give it up, Maryland, before you look to start. So you can mold somebody and work along with them, to make sure they got the right experience. When you're competent that they have it good enough, you can just leave the scene. Maybe go into your coaching because I think you like coaching too.
What the fuck? I heard he doing good coaching job. That's what Robbie telling me.
Yeah.
Robbie tell me he does good coaching job. I don't know. I said, Robbie, you're sure the right person talking about? But Robbie told me so last year.
Yeah, man, I've watched them, over at New Shops. And Maryland was there working along with Robbie. Sometimes I used to pass by. And, the guys were doing a very good job over New Shops until, the whole shebang confusion started over there. And I think they left and went somewhere. We all went somewhere as Maryland to continue. Pickups, yeah.
Yeah, Pickups for a short time.
You got to tip your hat off to you guys. The guys were doing a very good job. You had quite a bit of youngsters working along with. And I think the youngsters you were working along with, the age group, was the age group that we always, miss.
Yeah.
Right between the 25 and the
I
23
like to say to you guys, as long as Maryland don't like position like some people, things like that could happen.
I would say this much, right? I am a very humble person. I don't really like the spotlight. Sometimes Mandela has tried to draw me out on many occasions, and I prefer to give a humble answer than to be gloating and boasting, because at any given point anything can happen, and then you can't take back a spoken word. So it doesn't make sense for you to have to try and backtrack and try retract a word. It's best you're able to say something after it has been done, but still be humble about it. Concerning
As long as we're not telling a lie.
no, I'm telling no lie. Concerning what
Okay, yeah.
Soppy has said, it's very much appreciated, sir. I myself wasn't even looking at it from a perspective of being the best captain for the team that I can boast and say police did this or police did that. I was asked to do the job a few years ago to take over the captaincy and do the best I can. And to be honest, my team can tell you most times I'm not even focused on let us see how we can just demolish this team or demolish that team. I keep telling them, sometimes you see my little hand gestures on the camera, I do. It's because my focus is one day cricket, let's see how much dot balls we can get. Keep the pressure on by minimizing boundary balls. Unless once, if they have to force to take singles, let them force and take the singles. It's quite fine. At the end of the day, let me play a restrictive type of cricket in one day that force them now that they have to play what they can feel they can play, instead of us just bowling to them just aimlessly without any plan or any sort of goal at the end of it. In terms of the grounds, I must extremely commend Sergeant Thompson and Corporal Walsh. They have been tirelessly working at the grounds even before we had the World Cup, because they had the Under 19 World Cup this year. The venue was used as one of the training venues, and from then on to now, I myself have been there practically every day with them also, and I believe that has helped me a lot in understanding more of cricket from a different perspective, right? So I've been there doing pitch preparations, net preparations, and even with the grounds and everything. So sometimes then guys will leave and say, Merlin, you're in charge now, because you know how the operations run and how to do everything. So it has helped me also in terms of understanding cricket from a different perspective, in terms of being able to understand the outfield and the pitch. Right. And when I tell you that has helped me a lot in how I use my bowlers, it has. People may not understand it or see it at that point in time. Like sometimes I make last minute decisions. Them guys say, skip me the field, so I say, watch and see, man. And by the time it happens, and it's like, what? Boy, more how I understand that. I say, boy, I just follow my instinct and I just work with it. To be honest, that's what it is.
I must say, Maryland is not an instinct, Being a captain before is not an instinct, it's a know-how.
Well.
You understand? So I don't want you to get away from it and think that you're being boastful or you're not being humble. It is what it is. Yeah, you know it. So obviously you cannot pick the right person if you don't know it,
That is true. That is true.
You
And
can't get away from it. It's not being boastful. I used to think the same way like you. I try to be humble, I try to be reserved, but it is what it is, my friend. So
I want to say something about my good friend Derek, which was in the case, but I must tell you now, not only Derek pushes get players hard, but he pushes them hard too. It's not easy. The reason I pass since Derek work hard in the cricket field now. He didn't even see me now. I will tell you, boy, Derek go on, he one factory, and I go to one factory, one police ground. Because the kind of effort he puts in with the ground staff, that's not his duty. But he's there to make sure things go well and get it right. And when you put in the kind of effort, you're pushing for success.
Yeah, but Taddy, not to cut you off really, but Taddy used to do the same thing to me when we were at factory.
Yeah, but that's how it works.
When it comes to pitches and field and preparation, first man name you can call is Soppy. So when you get rounded in the whole sport, that you know it from, the basic stuff down to scratch right up to the top. Yeah. You will reap the rewards. You know what I'm saying to you? So, as I say, it's not a boasting thing or anything. When you know it, you just know it. And let me tell you something. the guys are going to come to you all the time for ideas, suggestions, everything, because they just know that you know it. And people are looking into you more than you even think you're looking into yourself. Sometimes I used to ask myself, why me? And people say, well, you. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you, when Atto told me that I was going to captain Antigua under 19, I was only 15 years old. So he said, why me? I said, look at all these guys you were playing before me. Guys are 19, looking to go 20. He said, you are the best man for this job. I said, why me? You understand what I'm saying to you? I even went to Leeward Island, when I captained Leeward Island senior team. Hugo came up to me and said, Richie, Ambi, Keith is going to be leaving for Australia, and you're going to be the captain. I said, why me? And he said, all these guys are playing before me. So there are people seeing things in you even before you can even see them. I know Taddy and Hugo has been very instrumental in my, captaincy, and even Ralph Stanato going forward as being a captain. I've learned a lot of things. I'll tell you one story about Taddy. He gave me captain for combined schools. So and then he took it back from me, Mandela. It was all part of the training. So after he took back the captains from me, I started, sulking and getting upset. Why did he take it back and blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff started running into head. Then he said, Soppy, you're gonna be a player for more times than you're gonna be a captain. You're gonna always be a player, not always be a captain. So that stuck with me from that day. And it just helped me to be a better person, because just as you're saying, there's a captain, but you're still not even acting or reacting like a player more so than even a captain. You understand? So, as I say, you don't want to be looking at it and think that you're being boastful or anything, but sometimes people even know that you know the stuff that you don't even know. When they pull you, sometimes they tend to pick on you, pull you, try to see what you know, and then you just keep going from strength to strength, and it's a good thing. So don't try to hide it too much. As I say, try to teach somebody who's younger than you. And I guess you guys just had some recruits who just came out there young, so try to get some females up there practicing and coaching them, and some young guys, so that police team can be, have some continuity, and that will be the good thing. As I say, I think police and defense should have the best cricket teams all the time. And you have a commissioner that's behind you, giving you guys time to go and train and all that kind of stuff, so you should have no reason not to exercise and train.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew.
Morning.
That's Andrew.
Andrew?
Good morning, yes, Andra.
Mr. Samuel.
I will get to this.
Hi.
You can't so down.
No, I had an appointment this morning.
You did tell me that is true.
Yeah. So I had actually put it back from last week. But I want to call and give congratulations to police. They played the better cricket on Thursday, and I think they won it more than ours, and they came out victorious.
But all the chat you have last Saturday, Derek bang you off, man.
I mean,
Well, you see, cricket is a team sport. One man can't do it. So everybody have a chip in, and unfortunately, ours is show up Thursday.
When they tune into radio, say police, I kind of wants it out last. And he's supposed to open the board to clean up the man there. What man, Joe?
The openers, they had a pretty decent start. They were more, I think, again, they played like they wanted it more than the normal. When you see Mali Gerald defending ball and leaving alone ball, you must know that it's a different Mali, because that's not how Mali bats. So I guess they were more focused and to the task at hand.
So, Mali didn't have the swashbuckler?
Yeah, the swasher, yeah, and
he and Andrew usually got the same.
You don't say twice about the same.
well, I'll tell you, what did he do?
I was beating for pace and bounce, and I edged the ball straight to the keeper. That bubbled up about 4 times.
Something is always the problem when it comes to you. But, like I said, at the end of the day, police played the better cricket. They held in there, especially when we were batting, because we actually got a good start. I think we were like 50-something without loss from 6 overs.
Yeah.
And, from the time they got that first wicket, they just kept picking up wickets at regular interval. And then we lost the first about 4 wickets for about 10 to 15 months.
Captain, they put down the pressure on you, man.
Yeah. I guess his captaincy stood up here on Thursday. He led from the front, again behind the stump, so he sees everything. And
Anja, how many catches jobs on Thursday?
None to my recollection. No.
Wait, no catch go to him?
No, I didn't know no ball edge to the fever catch.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. No ball edge for fever drop.
Tell me something. We Arsenal lost the game. You will say.
We're Arsenal again. The point where we lost 2 wickets for 51, losing Hilroy, Andrew, Joel, Andrew, and somebody I can't remember, and Malone Joseph. Again, those 3 guys, we lost those 3 wickets in less than 2 overs, and that just put pressure on the lower order and also the captain who was batting on the start.
Okay. So all in all, you can say Police played the better game Thursday.
Yeah, like I said, I told you guys last week Saturday, the team that plays the best cricket will win the game. And Police played the better cricket. Like I said, they things happening on the field that you don't normally see. And like, for instance, when I got out, what's his name? When you never get Bullet, Barnard, not one of the better catchers on Police team, but pulled off a spectacular catch.
Yeah, the spoke about that catch this morning.
Bad luck,
Right.
bad luck for you. Bad luck, Anja. The car had bad luck.
Bad luck, yeah. You know, and so that's what it is. They may know if you know, again, Derek said that they want inclusion, and he has just been pivotal for them. He stayed the shift after Mali got out, he came and he batted almost to the end, scoring I think 40 something. So all that was a part of the build-up for Police.
So okay, Derek credit for good recruiting players. Recruit a good player.
Yeah, well, he recruit one player and it works for him.
It's about balance.
But I think what happened to Skipper is that on Sunday, the Freetown beat them badly on Sunday. So they had a meeting and they say, hey, come Thursday.
Not ours again. Not ours again.
Problem.
Well, for me, I even said that to the guys. I said, boy, Police will come with vengeance because the last Sunday, so they will come with an A game. And I guess we just went like, hey, we beat them already, we can beat them again, you know, a bit cocky, per se. So, we just went and okay, we can beat them. Go them play cricket and I'll bang them.
So maybe you can say like Derek, when you beat him, you say that you didn't beat him, they beat themselves.
Yeah, we beat ourselves.
That's the lie. Don't even continue that statement.
We beat ourselves. I said, if one of our middle batsmen had stick around and stayed there with the captain, the opening batsman, I think it would have been a totally different outcome. But it wasn't to be. What was supposed to be happened. Police won. Kudos to them for the 4 championships of the year. Look over St. Barnes next year, Derek.
You said shots already, man.
Anja, thank you very much.
And I don't
wait,
sorry. I don't like when you talk about hungry earlier. I was watching the show.
Oh, this is the show.
Yeah, I was listening. I made sure tuned in.
That's a personal vendetta between Van Wash and myself, sir. Every time he goes me shot, I either hook him for 6 or hit him for boundaries.
That's not true, Derek. Stop lying.
That is true. That is true.
Derek, stop. You don't have an hard time, Derek. Derek, you want to deny the game? Police got bowled over 44 at Ryderson.
Yes, I bowled near Jaffa. I was left forward. I was left pushing forward, and the ball, I don't even know what happened. I don't know, my stump was behind on the floor.
Gentlemen, what I have to say about that name you're talking about there.
The hungry white guy.
How old is that guy?
Hungry's in his 50s now, I
In
believe.
his 50s for sure.
50s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's still posing problems.
Of course, by
So
far.
y'all should be tipping all hats off to him. So this should not be a point of, you know, debate here in Hungry Walsh. That guy has done his work. I will have to tip my hat off to him because I played with him for Antigua. And that guy was a real terror.
He is a terror, and he still is.
If he's still a terror, I'm telling you.
He still is.
Hey, Andrea, give me 1 second there. Strange enough, you know, the Soppy should butt in and say that. Okay, I remember, you know, the first time I saw Soppy, they must say the boy goodish. is it factory against hungry? Playing nice straight drive, then it's some people 14 or something, you know. For Newfield. Serious thing, playing nice straight drive and so say, like a boy, like he can't hungry so good. So a hungry boy for as long time.
Right. Yeah, tell you. Those days hungry was really maybe 2 or 3 handfuls. You know, what he's doing now, y'all still saying that he's bowling rapid. And,
Yeah,
you know,
he is.
It's commendable for a man at that age, you know. And it's
Gary said,
because you know what I do? I used to see him like in the afternoons, like whenever cricket season's about to start, I see him walking. He comes up the back road of Liberty, he goes around to Betters, around to Falmouth and back home. And I say, boy, this man is really serious about this thing. You understand? But as I say, he's a guy that the guys have to tip you out after. Maybe Taddy, you should look to get him on the show.
I was trying to get him on the show. What happened now? He promised me he's never come on the show unless you open the partner with him, P. Brown. But P. Brown is anti, you know.
He's there now?
Yes, and he said he's going back in the 13th.
That name again, that was another terror. When I was coming up as a youngster, that guy Felmin Brown, real quick left arm stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, real
fast.
Yeah.
So he promised me if Felmin come on the show, he's coming. But I'm trying to get him, say he's got to busy this week. So we want to get him on the show. Get Felmin. You got to be maybe Thursday, get Felmin Adventist.
Maybe what you should do, you should get a weekend or a Saturday for all fast bowlers. Maybe that would be a good thing.
Felmin is Adventist.
Oh, Adventist. Yeah, well, I don't think the father will be upset with him to come one day a couple of hours. I tell you.
I'm trying to get Glenn Jackson hard too.
Yeah, but I tell you, if you could get a day with all fast bowl, that would be real good stuff. You know, because I know those days when I was coming up 14, 15, I tell you.
I had a booze and sweets and with a steel ready, you know.
Yeah, you had to. Well, you need to get all of them together at once, because you know they had this rivalry amongst them.
Yeah.
You know, all the teams whenever you know Liberty meet,
even John Hughes had
Newfield, that kind of stuff. Even karate blacks used to bowl real quick too, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, blacks.
Yeah, Joe. Okay. Ask Taddy. Oh. Wow. Yeah.
We didn't meet so fast.
Yeah. Karate used to bowl real quick. I tell you. When Newfield come up against Glenn and them guys, I don't know if it's something that will lift your game really, but when you're coming up against Frito, you have Glenn and Hagan, all those guys, man, I tell you.
Kind of Wilkins has some good guys.
So you just sign knife in your pocket in time then also?
What's that?
You just sign knife in your pocket? In knife.
Blacks don't move.
Wilkins has some good fast boys, you know.
The thing about karate, about blacks though, even though he might never been as quick as them, but he was more competitive than them.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely.
More competitive than them. Definitely. And I'm going to get no one saying.
Black can control the ball.
Yeah.
They lose ball from Black easy.
You like lose.
But Black, tremendous fielder.
Yeah.
One of the best fielder Andy ever got.
Yeah, I mean,
then they'll play for Andy, so you wouldn't know him.
But
great hands.
He's probably not better than his brother, Taddy. Ulysses, but two real serious men in the field.
Right. Ulysses, great fielder.
Yeah.
But Black was equally as good.
I can, even back in days now, I can remember the first half century made Taddy in cricket ever against Liberta. I was batting with Ulysses Lawrence. So I was on 49 and he came down and said to me, Sophie, just get a bat on the ball. Just get a bat on it.
But that was a new field match.
Yeah, it's a new field match against Liberta at Factory. I can remember some of the games, you know, like Duga and Joe.
Yeah.
I think Felmin was playing too. The guy who died over there by Licks. Hendricks. Yeah. All those guys were playing those days. And so I just nudge this ball when I look up.
By your face.
Yeah, Ulysses Lounge was writing for me, say, Soppy, run! And that was my first half century ever in, you know, cricket. And then I just keep on scoring runs some the centuries, half centuries, you know. But playing with those guys.
What age you start playing with Newfield?
Newfield?
About 13?
No, maybe about 14.
That was pretty young.
And strange enough, now, what happened when I started, Taddy, was actually riding donkeys past. A friend of mine was riding donkeys past the field.
Past the field.
So I saw this guy, I don't know if you remember him from Potters. He used to bowl like with his ones like a windmill.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I know it.
He was like...
I know it.
Yeah, man, he was running those Newfield batsmen, man. So he said, Tal, this man so slow, that man, I'm going to play next week, man. So he went there.
Wait. You never practiced before?
No, but you know...
And you say you'll play next week?
No, but you know, those days, you're playing cricket every day. Freetown School, you're playing wind ball. Afternoon, you're playing wind ball till night. You go on the complex. You're playing tape ball. Gonna use other stuff where you put the PVC cement on the ball.
Oh God.
And we used to play we play from in the evening right down to 3 o'clock in the morning at Newfield Complex. That fast ball was a thing that, you just play. We never saw spinners.
That is true. Partially,
We never saw no spinners. And after a while, we got another thing that we started to do, the wind ball, the tennis ball. We melt the bottle, the Clorox bottle, melt it, and put it on the ball. So when that hits the concrete, it's just more or less like a golf. And when that hits you, you're going to be cut too. So you can't allow that ball to hit you. So it's a serious thing. So I just went and played. I think I made about 9. Also, first game I played against Betis, I remember that. And then by the third game I was I batted 8. First game. And by the third game, I was batting 3 for Newfield. I guess you guys think that I scored some runs, but I didn't score any runs. Them guys say, boy, you too weak, boy, you can't knock no bombs. So, my biggest shot was just to nudge it down to 5 mega, down the third man. But after that, I just grew from strength to strength. I think I got 40 against Seatons. That's where you call me down a factory, Taddy. And then started training combined school and just, go from, strength to strength. Cut up with people like Mandela and stuff like that. The Easter after that.
Mandela came over the same time. Yeah.
And I must, comment early, when we played for combined school, you can't find, people say that I'm good, I can catch, but you can't find a better pair hands than Mandela.
Man can catch the bad one, dead in slip.
I'm telling you, you can't find a better pair. I tell you, I can real catch.
Real slips, there's your ball.
Those days, when you catch ball, no, combined school, no, forget it.
That's true.
Forget it. Just go about it.
Hey man, they catch any hand. Very good match, man. Every good catch is deadly.
And
seriously.
that's one thing, you must,
And those days we were fast ball now.
Yeah, you must impress on the young players because, catching and feeling is something that I find they don't pay attention to. Everybody wants a ball, everybody wants a bat.
Matters the most in a game. No matter how, a man could bowl a bad ball. No matter how bad it is, you do superb feelings to the difference.
Correct.
When I played for Leeward Islands, so we had myself, Stuart Williams, and maybe was Lanville Aragon, then Bouncing came and joined. So Ambu said to us, if I had this cordon, slip cordon while I was playing for West Indies earlier, I'd have about 1,000 wickets. He said the amount of catches that were dropped off him in the slips.
It was just ridiculous.
Yeah. He said he wish he had that slip carding.
Yeah, catches make a very big difference in a game.
And that started, we say, going combined school into Parish League. Kings, them guys, real brilliant fielders. Brilliant. Even the old Alvin Morris and so. Guana was very good too.
Yeah. I saw Gunnar took a catch in Sink. It's the first year he played youth tournament at Virgils. We were playing against Anguilla. And I don't remember, I think it was off Cleve. But the ball flew down to second slip and I saw gonna catch this ball and just rest it on the ground. Everything was done so quick and so smooth. Even the spectators started saying, no, the man not catch the ball, he dropped the ball. Wow, boss, I tell you, combined school and Parish League had some serious cricketers.
Look, so if you give me a joke about that, I'll tell you somebody. So this week we're coming to town. I think combined school and Parish, fielders are so brilliant. One year, Parish went to New York. Rax is on the team for the second year. And Rax, I wasn't there at St. Van Coden Park, not telling the guy boys morning. And Rax said, call me and say, hey coach, why the man want to know? This is not the same Parish, you think that guys dropped 2 catches today. And then the cousin Parish might drop catch. So the thing is the same Parish team.
Okay.
Because Parish man had tremendous fielders for comeback. So they work hard in the fielding. Even all the fast bowlers are very good to all them now. And the fast bowler the guy submit them everything. For one batting, you have a feel like in the batting now.
Yeah, I mean, Taddy,
you know the good Derek, right?
You are very,
you're very factor, you know you go.
Encouraging person. Combined school, I can remember you would have me with my keeping pads on by the stump, behind the stump, and hit the ball up, he say, you gotta run and catch it. I said, Bob, I'm on gaze. He said, yeah, you have to run and catch it. And I mean the ball reaching 30-yard circle.
Right.
But I mean, it's good training.
Yeah, can you
It teaches you, right? It teaches you to get there. Because suppose in a situation where, as in, you're the closest person, you have the spinner,
Right.
you don't have the 45.
Right.
He's at on the boundary instead. You can make the ground. So at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not surprised with how some pieces that you are caught in them times.
Yeah, man, brilliant, man. Let's come with
No,
man, you
so
catch
something,
plenty
right?
further.
Feeling was the key thing at factory when I went there. I mean, you're gonna get a chance to bat, you're gonna get a chance to bowl, but when the tell you have to take 12 catches, after doing your short catches, close catches, you have to take 12 high catches,
Boy.
and you're running from left to right, back and forth. I mean, you had to be fit. If you're not fit,
You can't
there's no way you can see that ball in the air.
Yeah.
You understand? So fitness was a big thing too, you know, at factory, you know, combined schools,
So
Parish League
we-
those days.
It's okay for me. I can tell you why I'm laughing, you know. Because I remember I went to watch Johnny's match one time. And boy, all them fans said Devil such a great fielder. And Devil Parish, he come to school was fielder, you know.
Yeah.
And Johnny say he's so good.
Wow.
It's true, seriously. Devil wasn't half as good as the guys in them. But Johnny was because I come to school training, he much better than them.
Yeah, way above the
You
national.
get the picture. Yeah, so we did a lot of things. The training in the parish, you come in school, guys were real tough, and the players up there were very competitive. I tell you one time, the sit-ups they don't so.
Boy, it was
200.
crazy. Before practice start, I do 300-400 sit-ups.
I think you
Three
enjoy
laps before. Yeah.
That's not a joke. I remember one afternoon, Cleve and Gunn and all the man, fast boys, flip on the man to by the scoreboard to the back.
Uh-huh.
Then it's side screen.
Right.
And they want to start no practice. And then they come and say, what man? Think Cleve, we want to sing. We're doing the boy law. So I said, what that? 400 non-stop. They do the boy law.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember the days.
Yes,
Every independence used to go on the beach,
Oh, telling the young guys
down
is
on
mad.
Fridays,
Telling the guys is mad.
and
Picnic
that
all
was
over the
like
place.
our picnic, you know, get together, fun day. Yeah, like you had lots of food, lots of drinks, everything. But
Hey, you shoot fish, everything.
you can't get away from the sit-ups because there's going to be a competition with sit-ups. And it's not sit-ups going up and down. You got to go on hold and stay there. Sometimes we stay in there and see who last can stay there.
Hold, you have a hold.
Hold and
so
stay
you
there.
have to survive waiting.
Because they don't mind us vibrating.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Yeah, tell you, it was a real fun, you know.
You see the guy tell me about the boat match with Hurricane? It's up here, 1995.
Yeah, some of them
It's
young players
right.
need some of those kind of training, you know, because as you know, I understand most of the guys playing for West Indies, they're not even passing the fitness test. You know, it's,
And when I saw the guy yesterday, I said, he seems so fat to me, man. I admire.
Yeah,
I say he passed fitness test. Even fat, I don't understand how fit he fits the same place. All the money he make.
well,
I think he was in IPL.
Well, you know, Taddy, you know, the weight and the fitness stuff is for the people that are going from the leewards. When you come from the other islands, you get a free pass.
That is you.
You know, so they need to cut that stuff out because it's just telling on the whole Caribbean.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I heard he was out for he wasn't fit.
Yeah.
Then so he fit. But he doesn't look fit to me, but I don't want to get involved in that. But
Taddy,
yeah,
again, you know,
but
it's not wanting to get involved with it is what it is.
But see,
Sometimes that's the problem.
We went overtime to see artists and engineer stuff. So Derek, I know.
I want to say one quick thing before we get to Derek.
Okay.
Suppy's here because Suppy's having his sip and savor in October.
We get it back close to it.
So we have to bring back in the wife and so, and so we can start boost it up.
Yeah,
I don't want to get something in studio more often. When you're doing it
What
Sunday
I can
morning.
tell you about that, Taddy, when you're running a business, it's a total different kettle of fish than when you're working.
When
with
we're not busy.
when you're not busy.
Because
When you're running a business, you're always busy.
let me get something clear. How would it feel in the back? How would that come in?
Well, it's been at a standstill for quite a while now, but it's just something that we just go back and then start to work on it. Well, I'm in the process of trying to source the soil to put for the pitches. You know, I've been in some discussion with a couple of people. Like John, I've been in discussion with Flipper to Greg. Where can we get the best soil? If Flipper was updating me, so we're trying to see if we can get the, you know.
And we have a big field in the back.
Yeah.
Football, cricket field can be in the back, you know.
Yeah, tell Mandela you have to come and check it out one of these good days. Sometimes, as Maryland said, too much talking sometimes, you know, just Sometimes just let people see for themselves.
Yeah, that's sometimes.
Yeah,
it's the
big
best way to go.
big in the batting and football, cricket, you can play at the same time.
Nice.
So that's one. They can also there, back home, everything was doing cleaning and so.
Yeah.
That was. I last my cousin was here. She back here, so be.
Okay.
Yeah, she was here. So I'm saying to you, so good things happen in Sup. You have to get your own cricket field, your own cricket team soon.
Right. Sounds good.
They just want to
Like
do some
that.
work with the young people
Youngsters.
of Antigua and Barbuda, especially in the eastern side. It doesn't matter where they come from really, because we have so much talent in Antigua. It's amazing,
They're not being nurtured properly.
Well, that's the thing. I can't even tell you that I'm a good coach or what, but I know once you can provide the facilities, that people can come and
play,
you can get good coaches from anywhere around the world.
That's true.
And that's where the world is going.
That's
now.
the facility. That's the
Once you have the facility, you can go. I mean, we've been trying. That's why I'm admiring what's happening at Police. Since I was playing, we've been trying to host a Northern Telecom Youth Tournament in Antigua. It has never happened.
But we are the grounds now, we can do it. Yes, you have police ground. You got stadium, you got sticky wicket, you got the bird there, almost soon earnings.
So why we don't push for it?
That's time one out. I'll get it. I leave that to
Derek, I know you have been very successful this year. You were 3 championships before.
The police team has been very successful this year.
Well, you're the leader, as Sophie was saying, So I just want to say continue to do good work. Any departing words you want to say? The season is over now.
The official season is over, yes, but the off season is the most important.
Right.
I would say that's where preparation begins. As you heard, the commissioner said that next year we have a regional tournament that is normally held there. They're looking to resume it next year. It's a T20 tournament. I have the likes of Johnson, Charles, and Fletcher, and even Keswick Williams, who play in it because they form some part of their respective territory forces.
Okay.
So they are part of it also. It is extremely intense. The first time we took part, I mean, Grenada hit us out before that we didn't make the semi-finals, but I mean, it is extremely intense. It is not a soft competition. Cool and Smooth T20 here.
Right? Yeah.
Cool and Smooth T20 here is a level below it, to be honest.
Okay.
That's how intense
That's competitive.
it is. It is. So we plan to start preparation for that this year, actually, by working on our fitness. I'll look at Slim and Soppy here. by then, it's normally held during the Easter time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? The host country hasn't been finally decided as yet, but it's between Antigua or Barbados that I was informed that they plan to make a final decision on which country will be hosting it, because you're going to need time to prepare, make preparation in terms of accommodation and venues and everything like that. So, I mean, we had a great season. Out of all our matches, we only lost 2 overall, which is extremely well. The guys are very proud of themselves, and I'm very proud of them also. It hasn't been easy. I mean, some of the things Sophie said, I understand more now why he said it, because I didn't look at it in that way, in terms of when you just know what to do at the point in time, you just know. And the little hand signals here or there in terms of the field when doing certain things, it works a great deal. And it's not because I just felt like that.
What I can tell you, right? If you're going to be on the field as a captain and you're talking, the batsman going to know the plan.
Exactly, and I don't
So
want
if
that.
you can get your players in tune to the signs and
Yes.
keep them focusing on you, so you can always shift them and maneuver them around, you're going to be leading.
That's what I do,
You
and
understand
I
what
always
do?
tell
So
them that.
That is something, and let me tell you something. You don't get that if your players are not fit now, and if they're not focused.
That
They
is
just be wandering all over the place, looking all over the place instead of focusing where they're supposed to be focusing. Like yesterday, I was in a discussion with a young guy. I mean, you're batting, and the bowler delivering a ball. There must be a focal point. Where are you looking to receive this ball from? Where is he going to let it go from? Is it going to come from close to his ears, or is it going to come from wide? Where is it coming from? So you must be focusing in a zone somewhere.
right.
You
So
understand?
you pick it up
you're going
When
to pick it up
as long as
early.
the hand come in that area,
Yeah,
you
you
focus.
see what's going on. You understand what I'm
And
saying?
it is true.
Long overtime.
Yeah, good.
Let's get out in
And
studio.
it is true. So, Sope, I must say, based on what you explained, I have done that. And to the point that even sometimes the guys on the field shout out to the other one. You know, watch the skip now. You see the skipper try to signal you. So it shows a lot.
That's what's going to happen. You're going to get help from everybody after a time.
And that's what the team
And
is
then
in tune
what's
with.
going to happen, your job's going to become easier when you get everybody focused.
Well, they do make it easy. I mean,
gonna
Africa
become
has been
easier.
a very...
I'm telling
So
you.
Derek,
Well, I want to be
all
very
the best.
easier.
I'll done it, but maybe next week come in again.
No problem.
I will tell you, you want Parish League, man, because when we go live, no, you're not play cricket, you have to come with our way.
Well,
You know that with camera and all that.
yes, I do.
And you know that with the switchboard.
Yes, I
You
do.
know all that.
I was taught.
Oh, good, I'm glad you know that. So you're going to be part of the team.
What I can say to Maryland quickly, for your preparation for your regional tournament, you need to start to incorporate some of the guys around you who have, maybe even a taddy. Because
Teddy, only washed up.
No, never.
old doesn't mean you don't have the knowledge taddy.
Right, that's
So
true.
you can stay in a wheelchair
Oh,
and still impart
Knowledge
and,
and experience.
direct the thing and direct it right. So don't run away from it. But try and incorporate some of the guys, people around. Try to get your guys. Maybe you need to recruit some players too. You have a very good leg spinner that bowl with your team here.
Which one?
I don't know, the very good one, the one that bowls the best. I don't know what's his name, but
Well,
he always, anytime he comes on, he pegs back the team.
Lasham Bana.
So you need to keep that guy there going and going good.
To be honest,
He
I
look
can
like
tell
a
you
trump
this
card
much.
too.
That's the skinny guy.
Bernard.
He's very come by school.
Left arm. Yeah.
When we go pick him, we say, hi, now I'll come.
He brings a very different energy to the team that he's one of the strongest encouragers on the field of play. And he always says, skip anytime, just call me. Just call me. Yeah, right. And he's during quite a few games, he's the one that has really made a big difference. You see him and Africa, actually, the both of them bowling together have been a very, very good pair.
His brother's in the studio with us now. We have free guy from Liberia.
Okay, that's his brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Sapi, Mandela, and Mr. Arundel. The team and myself do appreciate all of the support we have had for the year thus far, and looking forward to next season. Preparation begins.
Derek, I'm trying to get the out-of-season competition too now. We're looking to try to get a sponsor, but for next year, I think we have a 15 competition. 15 overs.
We would love that.
But we did one before Hilly Amos kind of.
Yes, we did that some time ago.
Or they do 20, or they do 15. Probably actually make a difference. See nowadays now something like a 100 ball competition.
Right.
And they have something near 60 now too.
Right.
So we do 90.
It would be a good competition. I remember we did it some time ago, and that's when Hamish died, right?
I don't know, Hamish?
Hamish.
After.
Yes, after that we had the 15-15. I think we had at the stadium.
Stadium,
Right.
yeah.
I remember that competition. It'd be lovely. Maybe Sophie might come back out to retirement.
We're planning to introduce that next year. We're planning to introduce next year.
It would be a good
With the
competition.
season now between October and December, I want to get another with the season competition going too. But maybe not club or zone.
Zone.
Not maybe police got their own stuff if you have one team, but preferably like a zone.
And this season, next season?
During the off season.
October, November, December.
During the off season.
Yeah. Get people to play cricket.
Right.
Like we did a long time ago. Parish League, they went out the season.
Right.
All the season I'll break out, go back and come back.
Right.
Something to look forward to.
Taddy, we're running overtime, but again, must compliment people like you and Fitzroy Brand. Antigua was one of the first places that, maybe apart from Kerry Parker, that you had people playing for money.
There's your Parish League, had that.
Yeah, the professional
Semi-pro,
league.
Yeah, and I played in that league too.
I was very competitive.
That's something for us here.
He was very competitive in that too.
Yeah.
I didn't even
He
know.
was very
I'm
competitive.
telling you, Antigua's been leading a lot of things, and then after a while we just get behind. I don't know how we do it.
I can tell you, now there's something by me, I can remember we playing a match, a factory, and two English guys were here.
Alan Lam and Tim Robinson.
Tim Robinson, and Soppy, and somebody open back.
Hamish.
Hamish.
Not Hamish, I'm sorry.
Junie.
Anthony, yeah.
Two young guys open for combined school. And one day, somebody came to me, because they wanted to know how old those guys were.
Right.
Because they were playing against Merrick.
Oh,
Ferris.
I
Ferris and the
mean,
guys who play county cricket.
Yeah.
I don't want to hold the guys, so it's the Cardiff side, and I said, they're 15, and So I said, how they playing against those big guys? And so, say, Antigua.
Different boy.
You have to, if they don't do good, nobody want to hear from them again.
You
You have to look the part, you know what I mean?
That's
So,
true.
those guys, those guys
Yeah.
of England would kick.
Those guys
yeah.
didn't know helmets and so Derek.
No, yeah, never had a
I
helmet.
myself do like helmet, to be honest.
No helmet
Mom,
today.
he taught me that. No.
So I tell you, that was that. So, them boys came with a tough way. So, Derek, you're welcome in the studio. Okay, so you're part of the Parish League network. You had a power to sticky with you, so you can't forget that. Wait. You don't want to get the blood up. When you put the cricket field, you want to get the blood here now. But you're my buddy. I was a police in my team since Carla, Lewis and them guys. The Parish League, one problem with them. But when I back you in the play now.
It's
If
okay.
you get the blood, you're all right.
It's quite fine. My back's strong enough and broad
See,
enough.
so we bang you out for Freetown Sunday. Someone like it.
You know, I saw a few goats running at the eastern part of the
You think
fence.
so? We said they go to
I believe so.
Hey guys.
Say it to everybody.
All right. Thanks to you.